And then moving on to the personal cases and like more lighthearted questions, it's sort of just more of like, tell us about a time when you were in a difficult situation personally and how you dealt with it. So like a common one that is asked is, if you were in a group like project and someone wasn't pulling their weight, how would you talk to them to make sure that the workload is evenly distributed? And then some examples of the more lighthearted questions are like, what's your favorite movie or book, or like, what's your favorite hobby or something like that. I didn't really get that many of these, but I've seen online that things like that have been asked in the past. So yeah, the MMI is a really interesting kind of interview format. And in one of the schools that I interviewed at, I actually had an MMI portion and then a normal interview portion where I had basically 9, I think, MMI style stations. And then I had one interview where it was like 20 minutes just talking about everything else. So yeah, the MMI interview style is like pretty unique, and it's also really tiring and can get really overwhelming because you have like, I think 2 minutes in between each of the stations. At least that's what I had. And so you just have to gather yourself quickly and remember that even if you didn't do super well in the first station, each interviewer is evaluating you separately, and like they don't talk to each other about how you're doing overall. At least that's my understanding. So they each give you like their own rating, and so just try to forget about the past stations when moving on to the next one so that you can perform as well as possible throughout the entire interview day. And good luck.